Hey, what's up everyone? This week I'm going to talk about something I get asked about quite often, which is what can I do to prepare myself for kayaking in the off season, in the winter, at times when I'm not able to kayak as much. And the first thing I usually say to people is the best way to get better at kayaking is going kayaking more. So you do kind of need to keep in mind that we're in a very skills-based sport, which does improve with more time doing it. So I would advise you to use caution in the pursuit of cross-training and off-season training. Really the best thing you're doing is kayaking more. That being said, there are some things that I think are useful to us as kayakers and have helped me a lot, and I use quite frequently, like especially right now, midwinter here in Canada. So gotta be getting ready for spring. It's coming soon, but you want to be ready, you want to be kind of match fit when it comes. So there's a few key areas that I personally focus on, and before we get into those, I do want to preface that I'm not a doctor, personal trainer, physiotherapist, yoga teacher. I'm just telling you the things that I do personally, and if you want to do them too, that's cool. And I'm going to suggest a couple other ways that are more legit to do them than following my advice, because I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just out here trying to do stuff, trying to figure out what works for me. And what you're going to find is stuff works for you is going to be different than stuff works for me, and vice versa. So, final thing of our little disclaimer here, don't do anything that hurts, obviously. Seek medical advice if you need to, or whatever. Okay, so let's break down what I do into a few key areas, and it's probably going to be a couple of videos, I would guess. This one, I really want to focus on, well, the key areas really are stretching and mobility, especially through your hips, hamstrings, and kind of legs area. Strength, especially through your core, hips, hamstrings, and kind of this area. And then a little bit of kind of more functional fitness, overall strength, and looking at your body as a bigger picture. So this video, I just want to keep it nice and short. I want to talk a little bit about stretching and just really thinking about what I try and do every day or every few days to stay on top of it and to be ready. When we're kayaking, we're sitting a lot in this kind of like weird frog leg position, right? And that causes a lot of stress and tension, especially here in your hip flexors, in your knee joints, and it's kind of like over tightening your hamstrings all the time. And it's very difficult to prepare our bodies for that in the off season, in the time when we're not kayaking. So I try and just make sure that I'm nice and loose, especially in my hamstrings, and that my hips have a lot of kind of free movement in them. So what I try and do is every day or every other day, I'll try and do some stretches for my hamstrings, some stretches for my hips, and some stretches for my whole body, really. And I just use one of those free yoga apps. There's like a ton of them on the App Store. Just, I don't know, cycle through a few and pick which one you like. Try and do about 15 minutes. Try and focus on things that are going to improve your low back health. So hamstring stretches, squat stretches, and things like that. Right? And I think that's really useful to help just increase our mobility, and that means when you hop back in your boat, you're going to be a lot, not necessarily in a lot better shape. Like I mentioned before, it's really skills based, so being more flexible and more strong is not necessarily the best thing in the world, but it will help you. It won't hurt you too much. That being said, if you focus too much on just being stronger and more flexible, it's going to overcompensate for your bad technique, and then you're not going to progress as fast. So you do need to find balance in all things, right? So keep that in mind. So yeah, like I mentioned, try and get yourself a good yoga app. A couple of stretches I find myself doing more frequently than all the others are sitting down with one leg straight, with the other leg kind of tucked in here, and just reaching forward, try and touch your toe a little bit and feeling a nice stretch in that hamstring. I really like that one. Kind of let the top of your leg relax. I don't know what this muscle's called, but let it relax. Pull your toe in towards you, and that I find is really helpful. Another one I find myself doing quite a lot is just with one leg on the ground, reaching forward, and again feeling that stretch kind of in your hips there. I think that's really useful, and I try and do that one as much as I can. Another one I find really useful is with my legs straight, the other leg sitting across it, and then kind of pulling it in towards me, and this feels pretty good, just kind of in your butt, basically. I like that a lot. So yeah, these are stretches that I try and incorporate into my daily routine of trying to be more ready to go kayaking. But like I said, the best way is to be go kayaking more often. So if you can, try and get out there. I know that's not feasible for everyone. I know you're not able to kayak as much as you want, but these are some things that I like to work on. If you like this video, let me know. If you found it useful, let me know in the comments. I'll try and get some more of this series down on what I like to do for more strength-based stuff to add to this picture. Maybe I'll try and get a collab with someone who's more knowledgeable than me, rather than just talking about leg muscles and things, and maybe we'll be able to get something more proper on here. But if you want that, if you're interested, let me know, write in the comments, and I will endeavour to find someone to collaborate with on a video. Alright, see you in the next one. Peace.